Welcome to the Sherlou Club! What we're gonna do in this video is really simple. We're gonna go into Towerlands, we're already there, and I'm gonna do the final review. Yeah, and I'm a little bit sad because I really like that little game. It's a mobile game, but really fun, really simple. They took the concept of a tower defense game and really make it into a tower defense game. So the idea is that you get attacked by different kind of creatures and you have to defend it with your tower over here. To help you out, you can put some module on the front here. You have archers on the top that you can change for other things. And in the tower itself, you can put those little creatures. You have a lot of choices of them. If I go into my tower, you can see unit-wise, no, I don't want to buy that, I'm sorry. Unit-wise, you have all those guys over here that you can choose from. The yellow one, of course, are those who are right now in my tower. I went to heavy bow, if I can say. I have a ranger, I have an archer, I have an elf and a northern archer. So there's a lot of, and those guys here in the module are archers too. If I go to the top, those are archers. And I did that because this guy over here, the elf, if I go back to the units, he has a special ability that for 5 seconds increase attack speed of all archers by 100%. So that's a lot. That's a lot, and that does a lot of damage. When you're in defense, plus your module and your units that you have here on your tower, you also have turrets that are here only on defense, because the difference between this game and other game, because this is a final review, I have to cover most of what's going on in that game. The idea is that you can stay here, do battle, and you're being attacked, and those towers over here, those additions, will help you out. But you can also go on the map. Just wait for a few seconds. Yeah, go on the map and attack things. Attack villages, attack portals, attack caravan. Is there a caravan somewhere on the road here? I'm looking for one. Of course, there isn't one because I want to show you one, but there's a little, oh, here you go. There's a caravan here you can attack, and it gives you also another source of gold, because when you conquer a village, you get more gold, and you have to be a certain level to conquer a certain place. The village are fixed, so you have to be level 120 to conquer this one, or higher, of course. Those over here, the islands over here, they're different because they're changing. The first time I think you can attack them is level 20 or 25, something like that, and then they grow. You can go back to them and attack them again at level 40, at level 60, and now, as you can see, this one is, the next time I could attack it is level 105. This one is level 120, and those two I could attack today if I wanted to, because they are level 100 and I'm a little bit past that. There's a lot of publicity in the game, and you don't have to do it. You don't have to go to the publicity. You can go here and become a pro player. What it does, don't watch ads to get bonuses. That's the biggest things. You can upgrade the battle speed, unlimited autoplay, although I don't use autoplay. Full statistic of battles, that could be nice, and it gives you badges that would give you other rewards. My issue here with the subscription is that $13 a month. Well, you can have World of Warcraft for that, and it's not a big game. I mean, I really like it. Please, people from the creators of Towerlands, this is a great game. I really like it, and I'm sad to do a final review because I wanted to continue to play, but at some point I have to move on. And yeah, I thought that, that's a little bit expensive. Currency, resources, unit, that's okay. The price is okay, but the pro membership at $13 a month, I think it's too much. But I think if you're able to bear with publicity, since money, especially when you get to level 60, money becomes a huge issue. So if I go here and take the 2 million, well, that's great. But if I'm ready to take 15, 20, 25, 30 seconds and look at the publicity like we're going to do now, well, I'm going to get 4 million. And since, like I said, up to level 60, 50, 60, that much of an issue, I must say. Money's coming in, things are not costing that much. But past that, like at level of where the level of where I am right now, 104, money is so crucial that I cannot pass on getting 2 more millions for free. Okay, so yeah, maybe if you, instead of going with the $13 a month, you can maybe just bear with a little bit of publicity. There are artifacts you can do. Those will go on your, and you can upgrade. As you can see, upgrades are really high. For the next upgrade for this one is 7 millions. That's why I said 2 millions is really a nice thing to get. And the idea is to get some items to put on your statue here. And those items, there are 5 of them. They will grant you bonuses. And that will change, that will tweak a little bit what your tower is able to do. In this case, you can increase critical hit, for example. When I go to a boss battle, I will change it for that. You can have a few of those. If you really don't need them because you have something that is better in any way, you can recycle them and get your the crafting material back. But for those examples, I kept 2 of them because normally I keep the critical chance up for by 6.5%. But when there's a boss coming, I will switch to this one. It's the same thing here. I will keep it on vampirism. That means that my character that are on the ground, they get back health, so they last a little bit longer. It's not much, but it's good. But the same thing here. If I go against the boss, I will switch. For the armor, I have tower strength, which is incredible. I had this for a long time, summon creature health, because I have like 4 summoners, so still a lot of interest here. But the thing is, those guys have a time limit, and most of the time they get killed approximately at the same time I can summon them back. So I decided to go and strengthen my tower, because those guys at level 104, they're starting to hit really hard. And that's nothing, because the game could go up. I don't think there's a level cap. I don't know how high you can go, but I've seen some gameplay of people playing level 1250. So yeah, you have a lot of place to have fun. This is module firing. You could have turret firing. The reason I chose this one is because it's used all the time, offense and defense. When I'm on defense, maybe I should switch to this one. But on offense, you don't have the turrets. So, and finally, you have a necklace, a medallion that you can put on. This one is pretty good. I have another one that boosts damage against bosses, so I could put this one on with all the other ones. But this one I prefer because thrower firing speed is 7% and victory goal is plus 25. Well, not 25, but nearly 25%, and that's pretty good. So those you can upgrade. There are some kits that are really crazy that you can put on. So that's another way to tweak a little bit things. The other way you can tweak things is over here. When you get experience, you get those little shields over here. At first, you have only grading what's on level 1 here. For example, you get more experience, more gold, lower time necessary to reload active ability. I put that up to 10%. I wanted to, because most abilities, important abilities, will be around 12, 13, 15 seconds. So having a second and a half on your side more so you can go faster, I thought that was really useful. I don't remember honestly at what level I unlocked the 2 stars upgrade possible, but those one are a little bit different. They were going to be to cost more damage with your turrets. You can increase gold. You can increase damage caused by your summon creatures. There's a lot of choices here, and I don't know what's in level in 3 stars. And of course, you can reset all of that if you think you made some bad choices and start over again. What can I show you more? Well, like I said, you upgrade. Oh, you have clans. Yeah, of course. You have clan. I had the chance to be in a really good clan, which was the Arctic Owls, and I salute them. I really like you guys. Thank you. Don't know what happened here. So Arctic Owls are really good. If you want a good guild, try to go into this one. Take reward. We have a reward. Oh yeah, okay. You can take a reward. That's nice. So you can do some special mission with your clan. You can ask for help when you need some material that you need, and yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to see how you upgrade your things, well, let's go see here. Let's go here. Let's say we're gonna upgrade this guy here. Gonna upgrade him a little bit. We're gonna upgrade this guy. We're gonna upgrade this guy, and the archer for example. We're gonna go in the front module here. You have top, which is the archers over here that you can have a trebuchet or an onager. I'm not sure what it is. We can buy them and see maybe. This is a trebuchet. This is onager. I don't know what you're gonna catapult, but I really like those archers, especially that they're a synergy with this one. Center things you can have. They are more offensive. Magic shield, flamethrower, oil cauldron, ballista. For now, I'm with the mechanicals, arrow, and the magic sphere because it has area damage, and since when you go up, there's more and more and more creature, adding a little bit of area damage is really good. And on the bottom, you can go either with a little bit of damage here at the bottom, so when the creatures are starting hitting your fort up close and personal, those things will do damage to them. I prefer to go with armor plate. It gives me more strength for my tower, 44%. That's a lot of life. And why did I do this? Because since I have those 3 here that are summoning, and I have my frost mages that can slow them down, and especially when I'm on defense, I have in my turrets, I have the looters where looters are coming out of it. So it's pretty rare that I have people coming directly to my tower. It's really rare now. So I decided to go for more health because most of the health you will lose will come from catapults that are sitting in the back or you'll see, or archers or things like that will be in the back here, and those guys are going to really hit you. So now we're starting shooting. I will start to put my people on the ground here. That's the spearman. What I like about the spearman and the druid is that not only do they summon creatures, but they can also shoot at people. They didn't do a lot because people were far behind. Let's upgrade. Let's see how fast everybody's gonna shoot now. As you can see, that's a pretty big difference. Those are arrow from the skies. It's really useful. I use them a lot, especially for clearing out back units that are protected from my ground units or from my arrow, because the computer will always try to focus what is closer to the tower, which is normal. But sometimes it's the guys in the behind here that are doing most of the damage to you. So generally, what I like to do is combine those two. I will put them in a frost kind of zone, and normally they're more timed, and then I'm gonna shoot on them. There we go. So now we're gonna win. Didn't play really well, I was explaining at the same time, but that gives you an idea. When you start, you have only one archer, you know, you're not doing much. But as time continues, your tower grows, and this is where you can go. No, we're not gonna take the ads, but again, it's gonna give you 132k, which is one upgrade for one of your characters, which is kind of huge. at this point. So now we're 105. Your tower can always be upgraded to the level where you are. So my tower was level 104. I was 104. Now that I unlock 105, I can level it. It says here other towers because when you start, you don't start with this one. Go to other towers just to show you. That is the basic, the common basic one you start with. At level 100, they will make you choose something. Either the Night Tower, the Royal Fortress, or I think it was the Killet Protection. I'm not. You have choice between 3 different ones. After that, if you want to try something else, you can buy them with those gems. Gems are extremely rare, and those 3 over here you have to buy with money. But you're gonna say, what's the difference? What does it change? Well, what it's changed is that when you click on it, it will give you something. For example, archer damage plus 20%, critical hits plus 50%. If you go to this one, damage from active skill, all unit on the tower firing speed, critical chance, critical hit, model damage, turret damage. So that's the idea. Depending on what you choose, you will have something different. So there's a common one, then there's the epic one, then there's the legendary ones, and there's the unique ones over here. So that gives you another opportunity to go forward in the game, to change things up, and to change your tower depending on your strategy. For example, let's say that because some of the places you can go, just give you a last example so you really understand really how the game works. On the map, at some point, there are going to be portals that are going to open. And those portals are over here. You have one here, and there's a restriction. You can only use archer in your tower. There's another one here, the horde one, when you can only use summoners. And finally, there's one last one over here that I didn't unlock, and I don't know what the specifications are. Maybe it's, I think I read something that it's only mages. But depending on what you want to tackle next, of course, they're going to give you the opportunity to change the people that are in your tower before you go in. But at some point, you could also change your tower. For example, you have a tower that is more specific for archers. So you're going to use that tower to boost them up. And then if you want to go there, you're going to use a tower that gives, for example, some creatures more life or thing like that. So there is a lot of strategy in what could be a really simple game. They did a really good job of putting layers over layers over layers to make it more complex. So the question we have here, I was inspired by our good friend Shakespeare, and I changed one of his famous phrases to install or not to install. That is the question. And on this one, if you have a BlueStack on your computer, or if you have a tablet or a phone, I would go for install. It's pretty nice. If you want to play for 5 or 10 minutes, you can. If you want to play for 10 hours, you can also play for 10 hours. You don't have energy in that game. So you can play and play and play. The only limitation you'll have if you don't stop playing is that at some point you will lack money to upgrade your creatures, and that will become a problem because then you will get destroyed. But if you get destroyed in the level, nothing dies, you just come back and you have more, and that loss will still give you some experience and some gold. So that's the beauty of the game, and they put a lot of strategies, I would say, because there's a lot of tower you can, different combination of towers you can construct. There are different kinds of turret. They can complement one another. On your city map, like I said, you can change things on your statue here just to tweak things. You can go in your talents and say, oh, I want to go heavy on that thing or heavy on that thing, and increase module attack speed. I really like my module. This one, the fire breathing one, is really awesome. I'll think I'll go with that. So, hey, you can do whatever you want, and of course, some people will explain to you that there is an ultimate build, And they're probably right. I mean, I only played, it's strange to say, but I only played 104 levels. Really experts in that game could play 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 levels, and they probably have different advice that they can give you that I can't. But I wanted to do a final review. This is it. It's a really good game. I like the colors. I like the graphic. I know it's not for everybody. It's really they went with really basic color. You know, the green is really green, the blue is really blue, the red is blood red. You know, they, they got that little visual with those little creatures that they're cartoon, but at the same time they look really serious on what they're doing. That guy doesn't seem to mess around. He doesn't. He just doesn't. So so I really like the graphic of it. I really like the gameplay of it. It's simple, but at the same time, you can put so much layers of complexity over it. So I encourage you to install that game. It's a free game, of course. If you want to encourage it a lot, sometimes they will offer you some packages for a few bucks. That could be good to encourage them. They did a great job. They really did. So thank you very much for everybody. I hope this gives you a great idea about the game, about how it works, and I think it will give you a nice idea if you should play it or not. If you're still undecided after that review, I did a lot of video. I think I have something like 10 or 11 videos on that game alone, so you can go back in the videos and see what you've been missing. You see what's unlocking at level 30, what's going on at level 100, what kind of build how my build changed over time, and you'll have more. I did some special video just for the portals, and so if you want to see more, there is more on the channel, don't worry. So that will be it for today. That was my final review of Towerlands. Thank you very much for being here. I really like that game. Good job to the Bear team. I don't remember exactly what the name of the company is, but they did a really, 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 really great job. So kudos to you guys. It's really nice. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day, and